With the legislative session underway, there are proposals on the table to reallocate marijuana tax revenue for uses aside from the outdoors. Members from programs supported by the marijuana tax revenue gathered at Capitol Sports in Helena today to discuss the future of the tax revenue. In 2021, Montana made the historic investment with the passage of House Bill 701, which dedicated a portion of the state's recreational marijuana tax revenue to support both conservation and recreation across the Treasure State. Montana is in a strong fiscal position with last year's ending fiscal balance sitting at over $1 billion. It's expected to have an additional $2.4 billion in revenue to allocate in the next biennial budget. The funds are currently being distributed to the Habitat Montana program, Montana Trails Stewardship Grant Program, Non-Game Wildlife Management, and Montana State Parks.
With respect to state parks, the marijuana tax revenue is a significant and a really important part of the state parks budget. With the decline in coal severance tax over the years, which has been an important part of the state parks budget, marijuana tax has really filled that hole.
Currently, the governor's office is looking to modify the formula per their executive budget proposal. The Biden administration announced a new approach to grizzly bear management today, but for now, the species will remain protected under the Endangered Species Act in the lower 48 states. The new plan would manage grizzly bears across the Pacific and inland Northwest as a single population group. Currently, management practice calls for managing bears as 6 distinct populations based on the geographic areas. That includes Greater Yellowstone ecosystem and the Northern Continental Divide ecosystem. The new management area would stretch across northern Washington, encompass almost all of Idaho and Montana, and northwest Wyoming, an area that is considered the historic range of the species and encompasses all 6 population areas. Bears outside of this area would not be protected by the Endangered Species Act. According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, this is the first step in a settlement with Idaho that requires evaluating the bear's status by January of 2026. The public will have 60 days to comment on the plan.